I wanted to open this video with a sound. I couldn't record it, not because it isn't real, because it happens inside of my ear. My brand new AirPods chirp at me. On planes, at the gym, whenever they feel like it. I held my phone right against my ear. The mic got nothing, unfortunately. My 6-year-old AirPods never did this. Not once. So I took this to Apple and they swapped it for me, but it made it actually worse. So here's the deal. I am going to tell you the whole story, and at the end, you're going to tell me what to do. Let's get into it. These are my AirPods Pro from 2019. And this is the brand new AirPods Pro 3 I bought last year. One of these is almost perfect. And unfortunately, it's not the new one. First, I want to show you what 6 years of loyalty looks like, and then what a few months of regret looks like. And then I want to show you the receipts because it's not just me. And after all, there are 3 options, and I'm hoping you can pick one for me. Look at this case. Every scratch on it, it's from a work trip probably. I bought these in 2019, the first AirPods Pro Apple ever made. 6 years, same pair. Red-eye flights, hotel gyms, Zoom calls, every commute. They sealed in my ears from the day one, and they still do. Noise cancelling still holds up on a plane. And look, battery is obviously not as good as it used to be, but it still covers the full day. So you might be asking, why did I make the change? One of them was because of the lightning. The entire world and devices moved on to USB-C. So I carry one extra cable in my bag. It's a little annoying, but I think it's forgivable. So it's almost perfect. And that's literally the name of this channel. But here's the problem. Obviously, Apple stopped selling these in 2022. You can't walk into a store, buy a new pair, they're gone because, they have USB-C. So when it felt like the time to upgrade, there was only really one option, the new ones, and that's why I bought it. I bought them last year at full price, but the problem one, they don't stay in my ears. That's the real take. I tried every size in the box, the small ones, the big ones. In fact, Apple has a test for this in the settings, and their own test keeps telling me to adjust the fit, but there's really nothing left to adjust. And here's the other problem. The chirping sound. Here's the part that drove me crazy. I can't play it for you. I tried to record it. It was inside of my ear canal. But basically, it's a high-pitched whistle. And it happens when noise cancelling is on and nothing is playing. On a plane, it gets worse, a lot worse, because it was happening while I was listening music or watching videos. The seal shifts a tiny bit. And the noise cancelling panics, I think. It whistles in my ear until I push it back in. Just a few seconds later, it does it again. Workouts, the same thing. You sweat a little bit, you move a little bit, you hear it again. So I took them to Apple Store. They were really nice about it. They swapped a pair. Brand new unit, right? And I really don't like doing that, right? Don't want to be that person, but the replacement chirp actually more than the first one. I wish I was making this up. And it's not just me. Go search it. Apple's own support forums. Thread after thread about exact problem. People describing the same high-pitched noise. The same fit problems. There are a lot of websites covered it, back in December. There are a lot of headlines. The static and noise issues have not been resolved. I actually, read a whole blog from Basic Apple Guy, which shout out to him. He's creating a lot of great content. And Apple actually shipped a firmware update in November. That didn't fix it all. I think we got another one in December. That didn't change anything. But people got a lot of replacement units are saying they still have the problem. So these launched last September 2025 and we're in July 2026. Mine still chirps. The plane thing even has, I think, its own name now, and a lot of bloggers call it AirPods Pro flight problem, like Basic Apple Guy, I think, named it first. Look, I didn't invent this. I think I just paid for it. And I was curious, how does this happen, right? How is a Generation 3 is worse than Generation 1? And here's the leading theory. I want to call it theory, and I want to be careful here because Apple hasn't said a word yet. The tips changed, right? My 2019 pair still uses those like soft silicone tips. The new ones are using foam infused tips. It's denser, it's stiffer, and if the seal slips even a little bit, the microphone picks up as a leak. The noise canceling kind of like starts fighting itself, and the whistle is creating some kind of a feedback loop inside of your ear. The plane makes it worse because of the cabin pressure change and the constant engine noise, and your AirPods are constantly trying to cancel those. Maybe it's me. Maybe, I don't know, I have weird ears. But even if I do, they didn't change from 2019 to today. But I think the tips did. So, here's where I landed. There are 3 doors, 3 options for me. Door 1, I go buy these 2019 versions again. Some big retailers still sell the leftover ones, and there are some versions that are still on Amazon. It's old battery, has some frozen features. I have to carry an extra cable, which is okay. And funny enough, the old ones actually are more expensive than new ones because obviously there aren't many of them left. Door 2, I can try Beats. Powerbeats Pro 2. Apple actually owns Beats, as you know. They bought them a couple of years ago. The good news is that they run the same H2 chip as AirPods. So pairing and switching between my iPhone, my Mac, my iPad should feel the same, on paper at least. And they have ear hooks. That's the one reason that I'm really hesitant. Some people say it's a great thing, which I'm sure it is when you're working out, so it's not falling. But I've never worn one of these before, and that case is a little bit huge, so I'm on the fence. And as final option, door 3, I keep the brand new ones, the AirPods Pro 3 that I bought last year, and I wait for a fix. It's been 10 months of updates. I'm not going to hold my breath, but that's the door that I want to walk away from. But maybe you know something that I don't, so let me know in the comments. Okay, so clearly I can't decide, and I'm not going to decide. You are. Comment 1, 2, or 3. Tell me why. Whatever wins, I will actually do it. And I will come back and report what happened. That's the part 2. I really appreciate if you made it this far. I am looking forward to see your comments. I read every one of them. And I appreciate you listening to my complaints a little bit. So subscribe if you like it and watch the part 2 after I get the next pair. As always, this is almost perfect. I will see you on the next one.